Hello, my name is Elizabeth Blandon. I'm a board-certified immigration attorney specializing in asylum law. The topic of today's video is that persecution does not require physical harm. For those persons seeking asylum, they need to prove that if they return to their homeland, they have a fear that they will be persecuted. Importantly though, I've won cases without any fear of physical harm. And the two theories I use are economic duress or extreme mental suffering. Let's take those examples one by one. Economic duress. An easy case is where a former employee of the government receives not only a salary, but also housing and perhaps the education of himself and his family members, as well as health insurance based on the fact that he's a government employee. That's all well and good until the government takes all those benefits away because they don't like his political opinion. Governments sometimes do not put the resources into teaching the native language, for example Spanish, to native peoples that they would to those in urban centers like the capital. As a result, native peoples, which is a specific race that is suffering on account of their race, don't learn Spanish and as a result cannot get jobs and remain in poverty. Since that is a type of persecution that occurs because of their race, I make the argument that they are deserving. The second theory of when a person does not have to suffer physical harm to get asylum is extreme mental suffering. An easy case to win would be a family member who witnesses someone else go through suffering. Quick example, a mother who has to witness her daughter undergo female genital mutilation. Although she does not suffer the physical harm herself, there is no doubting that that mother will be experiencing extreme emotions that will be sufficiently terrible that I would argue she deserves protection in this country if she fears that she would experience that if she returns to her homeland. So that would be an easier case to win a persecution. A tougher case that I also would argue deserves asylum are the cases of many Muslim women, and it's also based on extreme mental suffering. In many Muslim countries, husbands are allowed to treat their wives as property, and therefore, if they do not allow their wives to leave their homes, the women simply have to remain involuntarily detained for weeks or months at a time. I would argue that involuntary detention, based on the fact that they are the spouses of Muslim men, is deserving of asylum. It's a very unusual theory, but I think it's one that the law permits us to win. Regardless of the theory used, whether economic harm or extreme mental suffering, there's an important fact that we have to all remember. Proof is going to be important, whether documented or through credible testimony of the witness and the applicant. So that's where the winning or the losing of the cases really do come in. Again, my name is Elizabeth Blandon, wishing you all the best. Remember me to open the door to your success.